Good 99 Dream family. We back at it, episode 34 of the 99 Dream Journey. My name is Julian Taliaferro. You already know we coming again with another weekly business update, lessons for the week, and topic for the day, which is getting ready. So this is a big week. This is a big week for me. This is my last week of college, and I actually graduate on Friday. So man, I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. These last 4 years, my this engineering degree, took a lot out of a brother. So I'm just glad to finally, get out, close this chapter of my life, and get ready to start moving forward. And I can't wait to celebrate, my family, my friends. So big week for me. But I want to start and get in with the quote for this week, which is control is an understanding from my mentor, actually, Alexander Alara. And what he meant by this is in terms of building a business and you want to have control over things. And what he means by control is understanding the nuances to different aspects of your business. So, say you are a retail business, you need to know what it means to have customer service. You need to know what it means in order to have a stock of inventory consistently. And you need to have experience, you need to have an understanding of this aspect of the business in order to have control. So, a great quote, and ever since I heard it I kind of stand by it, and I personally just want to get more understanding of different aspects of the business that I want to build, that way I can have control. And again, the quote is control is an understanding, from Alexander Laura. So now I can get into my business update. And it's funny, Amazon is still not open with applications, so it's gotten to a point now where it's been 2 weeks. So I'm going to begin reaching out. I'm gonna have to call somebody, call Amazon and see, what is the issue or when is the application going to open up. And I'll get started on that this week, before my graduation. And then the starter program starts today. So I have the kickoff orientation program later today, and I'm really curious about what I'm going to learn from this entire program. Me knowing that I have an idea, but what is it going to take in order to make my idea materialize into something physical? And what are some clear action steps that I can pursue? So, very curious and intrigued about this whole experience, and just hope that I can gain and learn a lot. And whatever I learn, I will come back and tell you guys, and give you guys a little peek in about what I may want to implement, or what I learned. So that's my business update. And now I can get into my lessons for the week, and I have two of them for today. And the first one is just about how me myself, I realize that I may understand a certain concept, but to understanding yourself is one thing, and in order to explain it to somebody else is a whole nother. So I realized that I just need to get better at being able to understand concepts. I need to get better at explaining concepts that I understand, and that will, one, allow me to understand the concept better, and just be a better communicator overall as well. So that's my first lesson, for myself. And the second lesson is it's nothing crazy. It's a pretty simple lesson, but it's just that you get out what you put into it. So now is the NBA playoffs, and I'm a big LeBron fan, so I'm rooting for the Lakers. I hope they go and win the chip. But it was in one of the post game pressers, or like practice pressers during the playoffs, that LeBron said he was talking about Golden State, and they're playing them right now in a 7 game series. And he was saying how good that Golden State had played. And he was saying, he's not surprised because he knows that they put in the work. And 9 times out of 10, if you put in the work, then it's going to show. And he talked about that in terms of himself as well, and how he is consistently able to perform at such a high level for so many years. And me being a big LeBron fan, I want to emulate that in terms of entrepreneurship. I want to have that sense of longevity. So in my mind, I tell myself every day that I need to put in what I want to get out, and 9 times out of 10, it'll show. So if I consistently read these books, if I consistently try to learn new topics, if I consistently listen to podcasts, then 9 times out of 10, the the fruits of my labor, will be there. So, and I will be able to reap them. So that is the second lesson. So to recap, the first lesson is just I need to get better at explaining topics that I understand. And then the second lesson is you get out what you put into it, right? You sow what you reap. I mean, you reap what you sow. And then the topic. So, the topic for this episode is getting ready. And it's because I've been thinking about how am I going to get ready, right? How am I going to get ready to graduate? I'm getting ready to move to San Antonio. I'm getting ready to enter into this startup program. What does that look like? How does somebody get ready? And are you ever really ready? So these are a couple questions that I've been pondering, these past few weeks. And I think that you really just have to jump in. And in my mind, I've been looking at these two past semesters of me taking my first step in entrepreneurship as kind of like me warming up. But now that I'm graduating, about to be on my own, about to enter into this program, then I feel like the race is about to start. So I think you can only get ready to a certain point, and then you just have to jump in because there's nothing like the actual race. There's nothing like actually being in the moment. So I used to run track in high school, freshman year. I used to run like long distance, 1600, 800. I wasn't fast enough to be a sprinter, but being on the track team, I was able to see the difference between practice and then actually in a track meet. And it's totally different things. You can run a mile in practice, feel good and everything, but it's a whole different feeling when it's the track meet and you hear that gun blast and it's you and maybe about 10 others running and trying to be first and trying to get first place. And the only way I can kind of characterize that feeling is just that you yourself know that it's game time. And you just know in that moment that you gotta give 100% and put it all on the line. So that's how I feel about me getting ready for this next step. That I've gotten ready to a certain point after these 2 semesters, but now that gun is about to blast, and then I'm gonna be in a whole different mode, a whole different feeling, and I'll see if I'm ready. It's funny because usually when people ask me in general if I'm ready for something, whether it be a test or an event, I'll just say, we'll see. So I guess the same thing goes for this entrepreneurship. Um, Same thing goes for my startup. We'll see when I get into that point. So that is just some things that's been on my mind recently. Just want to talk about in terms of getting ready. And now for my next steps are just to start calling Amazon, see if I can get into contact with somebody to shed a little bit more light on the situation, on why it's been so long, on why the selling applications are not open, and then just start and enter into the starter program and see how much I can learn and then graduate. So that is it for this episode. So, all right, let's get it, y'all. Going to achieve y'all 99 dream. And it's 99 dream because you are going to achieve your dream. But nobody and nothing is perfect. So, you're going to achieve 99% of that. And let's go and let's get it.